Buffalo. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Josh Allen
picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Now he's forced out. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
They'll take over.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 48-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They go play action. Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
1st and goal.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It's 2nd and inches.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Results.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins, the quick slant caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Record. Shield. Check.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Bills nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. DJ Waddle gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. KJ Osborne deep for Minnesota. Pulled in at the 24. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Chad Beebe that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a run with Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Daniil Hunter, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Dalvin Cook, the Vikings.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
8-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Flushed out right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down.
Cousins now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Bills.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. So after the INT, it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Todd Davis. Oh, no, he lost the football.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That catch good for only a couple. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flush to his right. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. First down. Here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On first down, Allen flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third and long, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 35 yards. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Now Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady will try again on second down. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's third down.
Johnson incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Bring it! Bring it!
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Ryan Suckup on for the point.
Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now K.J. Osborne. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Cousins sacked.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Intended.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
A 45-yard attempt.
And it is good. That one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. 17-0 our score after 1. Here's Osborne. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sean Bunting on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Buccaneers 42.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 13-yard line.
Cousins completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to
Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Complete to Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is what he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he
wrist. It's short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
Now it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Brady gives this one off to Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Brady. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Brady now to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken from about the 12. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now left side on the swing pass. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Cousins now from the 50. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 14.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people get credit for tackles.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Out there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game.
determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a terrific return as he brings us all the way back to the 30. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And Rudolph has it. The tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Ronald Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's
one of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Brady. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
13.
Mike Evans,
Touchdown.
61 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Osborne. A good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vita Vea in there to take him down, and the clock will roll after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Tonight's final score.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.